Joining us now for more on how all this looks in 4 short days is incoming Trump border czar Tom Homan. Tom, nice to see you.
So thanks for having me.
So a lot to go through. I'm wondering how you will respond to blue state governors like J.B. Pritzker, Kathy Hochul, Jared Polis, and anyone else that stands in your way and impedes your ability to legally deport criminal illegal aliens.
Well, look, I've been clear on that. They cannot assist. Shame on them, because President Trump and myself have been very clear. We're going to concentrate on public safety threats and national security threats right out of the gate. That's our priority. We're going to go for the worst first. And I find it hard to believe any elected official doesn't want public safety threats out of their communities. I would think that's your number one responsibility, is protection of the communities. But if they don't want help, that's fine. Just stand out of the way, and we'll do it. However, they can't cross the line. Come and do the job. They can't knowingly harbor or conceal an illegal alien, because that is also a felony. So don't cross the line. You can sit back and let us do the job. It's going to be less efficient. It'll be more dangerous without their assistance, but we're going to do the job regardless.
So would you move to prosecute any governor that stands in your way and harbors illegal aliens?
Well, that's the Department of Justice to. I mean, I'm not a prosecutor, I'm a border czar, but we would seek it because, look, when I was an agent many years ago, I've arrested U.S. citizens for harboring, concealing. I've arrested U.S. citizens for impediment. So if I'm going to arrest a U.S. citizen for violating those statutes, I don't think we arrest anybody for violating those statutes. It'd be something DOJ would decide, but I'd be pressing for it, absolutely.
Tom, there's this narrative out there right now that family detention is somehow a bad thing. Is family detention a bad thing? Because I think, look, we've got a lot of people bringing a lot of minors in. We don't know if they're actually related. When you have family detention, you can do things like DNA testing. Is it really a bad thing?
No, it's not. And we haven't decided we're going to do it or not, but I said it's something that may be on the table. And why? Because exactly what you just said. Look, under the Trump administration, we did DNA testing. And one pilot, I think it was El Paso, we found almost 1/3 of the families weren't even families. These children were victims of 1,000 children that were smuggled in this country, released to unvetted sponsors, now they can't find. We know for a fact some of these families aren't families. We've proven that. So but family residential centers are built for families. They're not jails. They're not hardware, Constantino, where they're built for families. And one of the reasons we're considering doing that is so we can do DNA testing, so we can do a deep dive investigation, make sure that family's a family and that child is not a victim of trafficking. This is about saving children.
Yeah, that makes sense. 300,000 missing children at least right now under Joe and Kamala. I'm wondering, and I haven't heard anybody ask you this, but we've had, what, the estimate now is right around between 12 and 15 million illegals cross in the last 4 years. Do we need immigration at this point, legal or illegal? Do we need to just pause immigration for a little while until we can get this under control?
Look, I think this is the biggest national security vulnerability I've seen in this nation. And then we got over 2 million known gotaways. We don't know where they came from, why they came here. They weren't arrested, they weren't vetted. We know we got 3,500% increase in people on terrorist watch list being apprehended at our borders. So yeah, I think we need to shut the border down. We need to get control of the border. We can't keep bailing out buckets of water. We got to plug the hole first. So let us plug the hole and we start bailing out water, but we got to secure that border. Secure borders saves lives and it protects our national security. You can't have strong national security if you don't have border security. We got to know who's coming in, what's coming in, where it's coming in, and why it's coming in.
So are you saying you would support a pause in all immigration, legal and obviously illegal?
I would support a pause. I would secure the border and lock that down. On the legal immigration, I'm not going to get ahead of the president on that. You may see some stuff coming out in the next few days after the inauguration. So I don't want to get ahead of them, but I think you're going to see some things coming out.
Okay, let me ask you about that. So countries like Mexico, Panama have said they're ready to come to the table, which is a big change from the last 4 years. Panama says they're ready to help you close the Darien Gap. How long will that take? And do you believe that countries like Panama and Mexico actually want to help get control of this problem? Are they really honest brokers?
Well, yeah, I think they are, because President Trump's coming in, and he's a strong president. Look, Mexico didn't want to do the Remain in Mexico program. They didn't want to put military on the northern southern border. President Trump's a strong president, and he got him to do it because he's putting America first. Canada's already come to the table. They've reached out to me. Panama's reached out to me. El Salvador's reached out to me. These countries are already reaching out. President Trump's not even in office yet. He's making a difference around the globe. So, yeah, I think these countries are ready to come to the table because they know President Trump's coming to power, and President Trump's a strong president who won't take no for an answer.
Yeah. We've heard a lot about the great replacement theory. I don't think it's a theory. I think it was a Biden policy. I'm wondering if you think this could all backfire, though, on Democrats in future elections, because you won't be able to deport every single illegal alien that's in this country. Some of them eventually are going to be voting in future elections. Could this backfire, and could these people that came here illegally end up voting for Republican candidates in the future, like Donald Trump?
Well, look, I think Donald Trump got a huge part of the Hispanic vote, the highest ever. I think, a lot of Hispanics like Donald Trump because he believes in a safe America. He wants to, push down at-large crime. He wants to make our community safer. And again, most immigrant families, when they come here illegally, okay, they're here illegally and they got a problem and they're not off the table during the Trump administration as far as being deported. But once they're here, they don't want predators in the neighborhood either. They don't want sex offenders. They don't want someone convicted DUI driving through their neighborhoods either. And that's why we're going to concentrate on public safety threats first. And what the sanctuary cities don't understand, even the immigrant community would rather have ICE working in the jails. But these sanctuary cities won't let us in the jails. They're going to release the public safety threat back in the community. It makes the community unsafe. It makes the officers unsafe. It makes the alien unsafe. No one wants to see this other than the sanctuary city representatives. So even the migrant community wants safe communities.
Does Remain in Mexico come back on Monday?
I hope so. I think Remain in Mexico is a game changer. Again, I don't want to get hard the president what he's going to announce, but that was a game changer. After about 60 days, people stopped coming when they realized they weren't being released into the United States to not show up in court or show up in court and lose their case. They stopped spending their life savings to give it to the criminal cartel, only to be crossed into the United States and later ordered deported. It saved a lot of lives. After 60 days, they stopped coming, which means less people died in the Darien Gap, less people died in Central and South America, less people died on the border. So it was a game changer, and if we get that back, it's going to be another game changer. But this time, we'll finish the job.
Tom, good luck to you. We'll see you in 4 days. Appreciate you being with us tonight. Thank you. Tom Homan, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.